Hi, my beautiful artists. I hope you all are having a beautiful day today, just like you, as you continue this journey to figuring out who you are, making all these changes to become the best version of you. Don't lose sight of why you're doing this. Are you doing this because you simply want the best version of you? Are you doing this so you can better yourself in general? Are you doing this for someone else? Are you doing this because you want to get out of the situation you're in? Are you doing this because you simply just want your freedom back? You want to be able to do anything and everything that you want to do without being restricted? Or are you doing this because you have kids, you have a family? There's lots of different reasons as to why you even started this journey. And as we are progressing in the year, the physical year is almost there. It's almost at an end. First and foremost, I want you to be grateful. Because if you decided that you do want to make the change and you do want to start changing either your thought patterns, your emotional patterns, your mental, spiritual, whichever aspect it is for you, I want to say you are doing phenomenal. If your thought is to get there, but you haven't gotten there, it is okay. You will get there. Again, not everything that we do here happens within a day. It doesn't happen right away. It's something that takes time. It's something that takes patience. It's something that requires a different level of you, who you are, how you show up, how you speak, again, all of it. However, in the meantime, I do want you, as you're getting started or as you're progressing in this journey, I want you to never forget why you started in the beginning, why you want to do this to begin with. There's going to be some days, there's going to be some times that you're going to feel like not showing up, that you're going to feel like it's too much. And listen, it is okay. It is perfectly fine for you to take a rest. It is perfectly fine for you to take a break and do whatever you need to do. However, you still need to show up. So allow yourself to get that break, allow yourself to get that rest, however it looks like for you. But the minute that you start feeling off, the minute that you start feeling like you're just starting to go shifting back to old habits, that's when you got to pull yourself out. That's when you got to sit with yourself and be like, okay, I rested, I've gotten enough sleep, I've gotten enough break. Now it's time to get back to it. And even as you're doing this break or as you're doing this rest, there are still other ways for you to show up for yourself. Like, for example, if you're giving yourself this break and this rest, that is okay. Acknowledge that that's what you're doing, and also acknowledge that it's okay to be patient with yourself as this time is happening, as the transitioning is happening, because it can be all too much all at once. And I am always going to root for you. I am always going to want you to win. I am always going to shoot for you to reach the start. However, I also want you to understand that there's duality in everything. And with that being said, you have to find an equal equilibrium for all of this. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't put too much onto your plate that you cannot handle. And honestly, like I said, I genuinely just want you to always remember why you started. Because sometimes as you're doing these transitions, these changes, you're going to be called out by people, places, or things, or you might start to feel out of place with people, places, and things. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong at all. That just simply means that you're doing the work. Some people are going to start to feel uncomfortable around you because authenticity, they don't know that's how it feels like. That's how it moves. Most people are so used to putting on a face, putting on a front, putting on a facade, to the point that they've kind of merged with that identity and they have forgotten their true identity. They have forgotten who they truly are. However, you are on a different path. You are on a different journey. You are on a journey to finding who you are, what you stand for, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Just like a seed in the ground that needs to grow, there's always that period in between where the seed is growing underground and it's about to sprout to the surface. And we don't actually ever really get to see that part of the plant or of the seed. I mean, you get the reference. And honestly, that's the most beautiful part of the whole entire seed sprouting. The fact that it starts to sprout in the darkness, just like you are doing that. And like I said, as you're doing that, as those transitions are happening, you're not going to fully be on the same page with those people, places, and things. And that is okay. There is nothing wrong with that. It's going to be a brand new feeling once you get there, once you start crossing those paths. However, as you're crossing those paths, because it's going to feel dark, because it's going to feel different, because it's going to feel new, you are going to have to stand strong, and you are going to have to remember why you even begun, why you are doing this for yourself, your end goal. Why do you want that? And a lot of the times that end goal, a lot of the times the transition, a lot of the times the beginning to begin with, the reason for it can be simple. I just want a brand new me. I want to see what I can achieve. I want to see what I can do. I want to see how far I can make it. I want to feel X, Y, and Z. It doesn't have to be, because I simply want to get rich. No, that is not the case. Most of the times when we start this journey, it's something so much more deeper than us that we don't even realize that to begin with. It's not until you start this journey that you start to realize and you start to peel back the layers that you start to realize why. And honestly, like I said, knowing your why is going to be very, very important, because you are going to need to remember that when you get tested. You are going to need to remember that when you are no longer on the same page with these people, places, and things. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with the changes. There's nothing wrong with becoming this version of you. You just have to accept this new version of you. You are going to have to accept that you are leaving that old version behind. You are showing up as a different person now, and some things are just simply not going to be aligned with you anymore, because you're no longer on the same lane. You're not. You're upgrading to a different lane. And although it can be a bittersweet moment, remembering your why is always going to bring you back to a grounding moment where you are getting your power back, because some people, places, and things are going to try to knock you off. They're going to try to be like that one car who's always zooming in and out of lanes. So they're always going to distract you. They're always going to try to hit the brake so you can pump your brake real quick, so it can distract you, veer you off from your lane. However, you're not going to do that. You're not, because you're going to remember why you even begun. You're going to remember why, you're going to remember your end goal as well. So why you even started and what you want your end goal to be. Those are the two things you need to always remember. Why and what is your end goal. And don't get me wrong, that end goal right now, the end goal right now may look like one version to you. Once you reach that end goal, it's going to be a new one and another one and another one. And you're going to keep on pressing. You're going to keep on pushing. You're going to keep on driving, and you'll get to that destination, and you'll get to each and every single destination that you want. However, don't forget why you started. Don't forget how you even started. So yes, just remember why you started, and remember what the end goal is right now. It's okay. It is okay. Everything's okay. It's working out for us. Okay, my little artists, keep having a phenomenal, beautiful day just like you are. See you guys next time. I love you guys. Bye.